Nick! Hi. Maya. What am I going to do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in the detention center. It's like, well, here we are again. Have you learned your lesson yet, Maya? I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. I might as well have been me. I was too weak and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but you don't have to be nice to me, I understand. Oh cool, so I can stop pretending? Oh dear. Talk about the channeling. So you're the master or something at the Korean School of Channeling. Actually, my mother is for now, but since that title passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe us, don't you? Yes, because I've seen it with my own eyes. You've literally turned into your sister. But, you know, that's weird. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse so. The only thing that doesn't change is the hairstyle, which is obviously the clothes. Maya's body must have taken on the nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, unlocked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself and my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing. When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms, and there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it that well, but I was dead and buried and in the ground. I couldn't move and I was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. No idea what to say about that. There was a really familiar smell too under the ground. Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that scent before. I guess this is about the information I'm going to get together for today. Alright, I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But... what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these two hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it. Help me. Oh, that actually hurt a little bit there. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When's the trial? Sounds like it's tomorrow because they're really quick getting things to trial. They're like, shovel it in, you've got 3 days, and get it out. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. In the nick of time. Yes. This jewel? This is called Magatama. It's a magical charm and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. This is what we need to get the kid talking. Slightly translucent, it's small, has a deep, profound aura about it. A Magatama, received from Maya. So, can she tell us about it a little bit more? Make sure you show that to Pearly, okay, Nick? I'm sure she'll be a big help to you. Okay. I'm gonna go to the officers first. Is there anything we can do here? Is there somebody waiting to talk to us? It feels like I've been gone forever, but it's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? There it is. Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. This is from the year ago on the 2nd of May when 14 patients died from malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. Oh, no, I want to just check something. There's a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. Can we see the bellboy from here? Until recently, it had been a normal business-class hotel. Yeah, and then there was a murder in here, right in front of this window, and a fake witness watching it from the other side. Where they've named the plant Charlie. A memento of my boss, Mia, who passed away in this room. The rest of the room may be in shambles, but I've always managed to care for this little fella. I've got a little green plant that I've had since Christmas, and I've been keeping it alive. I'm impressed with myself. My desk, I keep it neat for those rare occasions when I actually have a client in the office. Yeah. Alright, I don't think there's ever going to be anything interesting in here. Back to the village. I have to say, Maya, no matter what, it's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? You still have to change to grow roots yourself then. Yeah. No. Oh, a chance to grow roots, yeah. The meditation room nurtures all mediums young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager, but it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Yeah, I mean, not many people tend to go there straight after a murder. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check the room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Ah! Here! Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I'm on my way to meet Mystic Maya, and I thought I'd bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely tea, so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Uh-huh. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. I don't think the guards will let her have it, though. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. He is one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearly wept constantly for you last night, as did I. This comes off as so disingenuous she did this. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. Oh my god, if I met a person called that, I couldn't keep myself to say, Good Morgen, Guten Morgen. Yeah. What happened? I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? No, I was talking about the fact that the weather girl got it wrong again. Yes! Of course. That man murdered me. So I killed him. Yeah. Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. This is her covering evidence. Go quickly and inform the police. She was very swift for that kind of action. Very suspicious. What happened here in the room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head. What? To make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next I performed a spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? The spirit of the nurse was inside Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday, so it failed. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium body, she loses her will and self and steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit, but Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that's why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that the channeling that calling danger upon the client himself. I'm grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. Oh yes, as long as the furniture is safe, you know. And that would be that folding screen there. It is the Korean sacred writings. Along with the Korean sacred urn, these are the village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one, oh, the humanity. Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't some dilapidated old screen after all. So, how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright? Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. Children aren't possessions. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. Here's the motive. She wants her daughter to be the new master of all of this. That's why she's trying to get Maya out of the way. I know it. She planted a gun. She probably contacted the spirit ahead of time. They hatched this little scheme. And that's how it happened. That's what I'm thinking. I'll see you in court. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the branch of the family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and the pride of the branch family. She's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours, perhaps it's best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? Stop looking into this, because you know I'll find the truth that you orchestrated this whole thing. So the screen. It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen, also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred writing on it, but I can't read it. This is a hole. Could it have been caused by a bullet? About 8 inches off the ground, a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. He was shot in the head. He could have been down on the ground when that happened. Kind of weird, that is. Well then, I do believe it's time for me to take my leave. Alright. Please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya. I will tell her. I don't know a Maya. Who are you talking about? Alright. Interesting. There was someone behind the screen with a gun. It was the kid. No, probably not. There's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there. It's completely dark. I hope no one is hiding back there. Oh. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy, reflective surface. Branches of sacred trees. We've already read all this. Used during the channeling rituals. About the blood. This is where the medium sits. I assume there are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw of the floor feels damp, probably from the humidity in the air and the blood. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood at the center. What about this? The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. The lock on it is broken because, well, I broke it. It doesn't seem possible, but I managed to break it pretty badly. When we want to do something bad enough, people can do the most amazing things. So you get that, like, surge of adrenaline. Surprising what you can do. so other than the hole in the screen, I don't think there's anything else we can find. Alright, let's look for the kid. She's gonna be just chilling out here again, isn't she, I bet? Oh, no she isn't. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? This is still all examined. There's a box in here now. Oh god, and there's also an eeny meeny. Oh hey, like, you're that guy from yesterday, the dentist guy. No, I'm a lawyer. That's right. Mr. Smith Esquire. That's right. Wait, no, I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright. Smith Wright? Well, I got like 3 letters right, at least. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I studied this thing called parapsychology at the college, and yeah, you told me about that yesterday, the Sesameology too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it. Why did you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Oh god, when we get her on the stand, this is gonna be the worst. If Lotta ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomena, it's right here. Oh. Decorative wooden bear, there's a plate attached to the base. Korean village, the heart of channeling. It's a souvenir. Isn't it cute? I, like, totally bought that. Ah, that's yours, huh? Yeah, so, like, this village is really famous for, like, channeling and bears. Wait, famous for bears? But it's like, okay. If you ever, like, see a bear, you just play dead, and they, like, leave you alone. That is not true in all cases. It's not the general broad advice you should give for all scenarios. It depends on the bear. Is that right? Yeah, because, like, fighting back is totally of no use. Again, depends on the bear. Has she ever actually tried to fight one? Yeah, people watching, do not take that as actual advice. Please. I don't want you to go get mauled by a bear and say, well, I saw it on the stream of Phoenix Wright. Now, where did that box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. Looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. That's laundry hamper. Alright, let's talk to her. So, why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to do, like, study here. Like, what? Oh god, she's got him saying like now. Like the medium's training, or like how they inherit their spiritual power? I suppose this village is the real thing after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. She sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface. I'm gonna develop a horrible habit after playing this game of saying like every other word. Have you heard about the murder? It's, like, totally scary, she says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? So no, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Like... Wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday too. Yes, that's right, her reaction yesterday was when I asked. Yeah, that's when she told us that she knew him, and then she was suddenly like, I don't know him. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I ate half of her hat and then said, I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was a patient, yeah. Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? You remember this case now? Ooh. Like, I'm really sorry, but... And I know, like, you totally had your heart set on it, but I, like, can't take it. Who said anything about giving this to you? This is evidence. I don't think we can really show her much of anything. Okay, we're done with her. Ah, there she is. Ah, you surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. She's still holding something in her hand, a key. Looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Alright, so we could waste time trying to talk to her, or we could just show her this. Oh yeah, Maya said to give this to you. Oh no! You're crying. No, it's okay, Pearl. Oh, I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's. Huh? She actually spoke. Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I work with Maya. You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from. I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone. Ooh. Oh, what? So then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right? Well, yeah, I will. Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. Oh no. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes, it must be true love. No, whoa. Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this kid? I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Ah, what a wonderful relationship. But wait, I mean, things aren't like that. I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you any way I can. Well, there we go. Good. All we need to do is give her a jewel, and then suffer some extreme embarrassment. But we got the kids' cooperation. So I'm going to ask her about this. Are you interested in Korean's traditional things too, Mr. Nick? The Korean sacred writings are on this folding screen. Oh, is that what's written on it? Actually, what caught my eye was the hole in it. It's a very old screen, so I think that maybe bugs made it by eating through it. It sure doesn't look that way to me. Alright, now we can talk to her. Pearl, are you friends with Maya? I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her. Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered. Usually when people don't see Mystic Maya's title, I get mad. Oh, sorry. But if it's you, Mr. Nick, it's okay. Because you're special to her. Oh god, where in the world did she get an idea like that? By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from? The Channeling School of Law. Which channeling school? Yes, for example, I studied the Korean technique. Oh, I get it. No, I'm a lawyer. Lawyer? Yep. Is that related to spirit mediums in any way? None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is? This is a very sheltered child. I'm sorry, but I have no idea. Well, Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. So, what's that you've got there, Pearl? Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you. Sure. Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me. You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick. He not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. A black key added to the court record. So why would she have found that just lying around, unless she went in the murder room? I doubt it. Interesting. Mr. Nick. Yes, Pearls. Can I call you? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call Pearl. Oh, God. Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama? Yeah, it's okay. I was just told to give it to you. But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy. Spiritual energy? It glows. Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful. What do you mean? It will let you see people's secrets. Whoa, that's... okay. See people's secrets? Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power for you when you meet someone hiding a secret. Okay. Let's go talk to the weird one again. Here she is. Hello again, we seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. Oh, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? What? No! How old do you think I am? Talk about the victim. I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I, totally don't know him. Oh. Whoa, okay. What the heck is this? What is that? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart. Oh my god, what is this? What? This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these psyche locks, Mr. Nick. The psyche locks? There's more someone wants to hide their secrets, the more locks you'll see. If it's only the one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person, and let's remove the lock. I have no idea what she's talking about, but I guess I'll give it a try. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have proof that you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give this Psyche Lock a try. Oh my god, this is all new. So, I wonder if maybe this newspaper clipping might verify that she either was or wasn't a patient of his. I'm going to ask you again. Did you know Dr. Gray? I totally don't know that guy. Like, you're totally more persistent than a roach. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's Magatama. So, oh, do we have to present it maybe? Boom! So I throw this little stone at her. The victim. Oh my god, are we having our own little, like, testifying session right here? Eeny Meeny, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, how many times do I, have to repeat myself? All vacuumed and one of my lamps broke. Oh no! Oh, that sucks, dude. If you're, so totally sure, then, where's your proof? While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. What do you mean? Indirectly? I should try to show that possibility exists for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Eeny and Dr. Gray. Maybe this? Here's your proof. What is that? Ouch, I guess it doesn't have anything to do with that, huh? No. Pearls did warn me, if you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If I don't have enough evidence, I should probably stop. I should take another look at the court record and think it through more time. While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you may have indirectly known him. What do you mean indirectly? Don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues and try again. Okay. Really old urn, the ashes of a dead person inside. I'm just wondering if Pearl talks about some of this stuff as well when we have a look at it. Nope. Okay. Oh, here he is. Hey, it's you, pal, so you're gonna be here, a lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. Is he oh, right, he's talking to Pearl. I was like, what? Thank you. Ha ha ha. I'm not scary, honest. Kind of. Oh, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real genuine pistol. Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Dude, seriously. No. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. Got proof? Yeah, pal, that puffy-haired photographer is going to testify tomorrow. Of course she is. Must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta, took some hot pictures earlier. Yeah, that's right. She barged in and took some pictures. Remember, I took some pictures at the murder scene. Lotta's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must realize by now, pal, there's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh. I could have sworn I had a cut of an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. I was searching through his pockets, and boy, are those big. It looked really interesting too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? Copy of that article. I think Dr. Gray might have brought the copy to the office when he came by. Yes, we do. We'll show it to him in a minute. About Maya's trial tomorrow, I've got two good pieces of news for you, pal. Two? Yeah, bad news and worse news. Which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. What? 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 How is that guy not in jail? Von Karma? He was the one that killed the guy out on the lake and framed Edgeworth. Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised fearsome disciple. Oh, he also killed Edgeworth's dad. That's right. I forgot about that. He killed that guy too. The horrible aftertaste of his evil, of the evil he force-fed me, is something I will never forget. Wait a sec. But didn't Von Karma stand trial and... that's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Oh, successor? So, who's the successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. Oh, wow, his kid became a prosecutor really young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. I don't think you're allowed to practice law in a court at the age of 13. Come on. Really? That's what they call a prodigy, pal. This kid. Wait a second. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, that's probably why I never heard of this person. Still, all it takes is some mentioning of the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it. Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore. And now that he's gone... Right, let's present this to him. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day and... Hey! It's that news story, the one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink. I mean, 14 dead bodies would smell. Oh, you mean... Never mind. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal, this is for you. Alright, thanks. Mimi Minnie, a nurse at Grace Surgical Clinic, died after falling asleep at the wheel. Oh my god, it's her sister. Or maybe cousin, something, anything. They might be related. There we go. Right now, we go back and we are going to shove this in her face. So she has a motive for murder right there. Or at least to have been a conspirator. Hell, she steered him right in this direction. Could have all been planned out. Alright, so we present Stone to unlock her secrets. Secret on her heart. Oh. Eeny meeny, I believe you do know who Gray is. I told you like how many times the blah blah blah. Don't have to repeat myself. I don't know him. Do you have any proof? Something to connect her to the doctor is this article. So it was a news article, just the wrong one. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Minnie? Minnie is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Ms. Mimi Minnie and Ms. Mimi Minnie. Oh my god, that is a tongue twister. Ms. Mimi Minnie wouldn't have happened to have been a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed she was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. There we go. Cool. Hey, and we get our health back. Oh, that's cool. Now, talk. Please tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. Wow, look at the sister. That is a severe face. That is some serious resting bitch face going on right there. When compared to the other sister. My sister's name was Mimi Minnie. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. And that's what I thought. I heard that like Dr. Gray was really tough on people, like a total slave driver. My sis was like always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy like drove my sis so hard, so like that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice? No, Phoenix, the one where she crashed her car. Yeah, like I think that was the doctor's fault too. My sis was pushed by like everyone's expectations and like her duties and stuff, and that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So like, are we done? I've like already told my story to like everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psyche lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. With great power comes great responsibility. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. So sometimes it's going to take more than one piece of proof, perhaps. Interesting. So, I think we can look at anything new. No. But one last look in here. The coronavirus madness finally hit down here this week. Oh dear. How's it looking? So there's nobody in here and we've already examined everything. So maybe we have to go outside. Are you getting lots of panic buying and people clearing toilet paper off the shelves? Like they're planning to sit down and eat it? Mr. Nick? What's wrong? I've never left Korean Village before. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Hey, wait! She ran off. There hasn't been toilet paper on the shelves for more than 30 minutes since Tuesday. Wow. Yeah. Here at the moment, at least in my town, I don't think I've heard of any panic buying happening yet. So yeah, I'm thinking about going to the shops tomorrow actually and just grabbing a reasonable amount of a couple of things. Because I mean, I've still got some rolls left, but it's like, well, I'll go and buy another pack and leave it at that, because that will last me like most of a month. I'll be fine. Supposed to go play with my dad on the 29th, and I'm wondering if they'll cancel it. I'll go to a play, sorry. Yeah, I was play with your dad, yeah. Go to a play with your dad on the 29th, wondering if they'll cancel it or if we should go. I don't know if there's been any cases identified in Calgary. There's only been 2 cases in my town. Yeah. People went ham yesterday here too in Norway. Oh dear. Buying mountain carts full of toilet paper. I know it's like, you know, there's other things in this store you should maybe be buying as well. You need more than toilet paper. I mean, what the hell? Why is everybody focused on toilet paper? I don't get it. What are you planning to do with it all? No confirmed cases there too. Yeah, I mean, here it's still kind of spreading in the big cities first. Makes me wonder just how much toilet paper people actually use. Like, geez, people. Well, that's it. It's like there's all the things to worry about. It's toilet paper. It's like, what about bread? You know? What about milk? What about vegetables and fruits and stuff? What about meats? Food? Yeah. I'm surprised there hasn't been a run on bottled water yet. But it'll come eventually. But toilet paper seems to be the first thing people have run out for. Like, what are you going to do with all this? Man. Nah, man, toilet paper. Like, yeah. Grocery stores won't close since people need food. We've been guaranteed that groceries will restock. Yeah, I mean, it's the same here. There will be. It's out there. There are warehouses full of this stuff waiting to get on the shelves. You know, don't panic. I mean, okay, you could say if truck drivers end up, you know, not able to work, then okay, then we're in trouble. But we're not there yet. You could end up panic buying, stocking up on so much stuff, going through it all, and then the real emergency hits. Anyway, makes no sense to me. Grocery stores and pharmacies are the only things open in Italy. Oh god, yeah, Italy, they've got it really bad right now. I'm keeping an eye on that. It's like very, very... Seems worse there than anywhere else at the moment. They seem to be the ones reporting like the harshest problems, you know? It's really bad. I feel so bad for the people who've geared up in the tourist industry as well. Like hotels and that kind of stuff and restaurants in places like Venice. You just think to yourself, God, these poor people are going to go out of a job. It's really, really disturbing. I hope it all works out for them. Still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. So yeah, we have to go back to the detention center. You work at a grocery store, so you've got works set for you? Right, okay. That's good then, at least. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Yes, you can. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? It's gonna be Mia. That voice. Maya grew boobs! Mia! Even without me being here, looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Mia, she's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help just like this. To be clear to people that are wondering what the F we mean by this, she was murdered. This was the murder in the office that I was talking about earlier. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. So if a lawyer's smiling, worry. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. So tell me all about it. I'm gonna guess that my sister's in a lot of trouble again. Yeah, she killed a dude. I told her everything about what happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is? Please tell me. Well, you're obviously not a good lawyer then, are you, Phoenix? You fell for the trap. Believe in your convictions and fight for the complete acquittal of your client. Okay. You think Maya's not guilty. How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. Oh. She said she had a dream about how she was suffocating and had been buried alive or something. And she had a familiar smell. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. Or died and buried, right. But that's impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears, which means it's impossible for them to dream during that time. Then what does that mean? I think it's a safe bet that Maya was set up. A setup. It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is. Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You hold the key. Oh, really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key? Have you all had a run on people buying garlic and onions, Deepers? Well, like just in case, you know, vampires come, at least for the garlic. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key that I hold. They're really laying this on thick, aren't they? They're like, dude, get a clue. Show her a key. Oh, this key. Have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. They've said key so many times now, the word is starting to lose meaning in my head. This key, there we go, it's gone. Poof. Phoenix, listen right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be a piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You might say it's the key to the whole case. People going cray for garlic and onions, not completely. People buying it but not going ham for it. What would they need garlic and onions for? Yeah, is it like some kind of, oh, hang these outside your door to keep the bad germs away. Some jackass went online saying that garlic helps get rid of the virus in the body, and if you leave a cut onion, it'll absorb it from the air. Yeah, we have similar old wives' tales here in England about that kind of stuff. It's like the old, if you've got warts or something, get a potato, rub it on there, like cut it in half, rub your warts with it, and then bury the potato in the yard, apparently. And that gets rid of the warts. And it's like, what? Are you kidding me? The biggest BS I've ever heard, yeah. Right up there with some essential oil bullshit. Yeah, people believe anything. If it makes them feel happy and in control, they will believe it. There's been some rubbish on Ravelry about people crocheting or knitting their own masks, which is the absolute worst idea. Oh my god, really? They think that that'll work? Yeah. See, this is what we call Darwinism right now. You really know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. Oh god, that is enough. But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who? Who could have... And there she goes. I didn't know it at the time, but this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Whoa. Mia, what? What's wrong? That's right, only I can see the psyche logs. She knows something. Half the people that have shopped in your store only show because the others are shopping like crazy too. They're worried everything will be out of stock. That's the driving force behind the panic buying shelf clearing, is other people are going to go and do it and there'll be nothing for me, so they go and do it. That's why the Northern Rock Bank crashed. It's the same mentality. You know, here in England, for people that don't know, over a decade ago, when the financial crisis started gaining real momentum, there was a bank called Northern Rock. They made one mistake. They reported that for the next few hours, they did not have enough money to cover all their deposits that customers had with them. And therefore, they were getting more. And this would be resolved within a couple of hours. In those 2 hours, every customer went to the Northern Rock branch and withdrew their money and closed their accounts, and the bank collapsed. Because they were afraid that other people going and doing it were going to leave them penniless because there wouldn't be enough money left in the bank. They created the problem that they were worried about. That's the mentality. So yeah, so people like to boil it down to pure selfishness with things like panic buying, but it's kind of not. It is, but it isn't. There's two sides to it. None of them are right, none of them are good, but there's two sides to it. And the Ravelry admins have had to go in and label the patterns with official warnings that these masks are dangerous and not recommended by the World Health Organization. Yeah, that's very responsible of them, actually. Good kudos to Ravelry for that. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer, but for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key, even from me, what in the world is going on? To be continued. Just trying to figure out how these people wearing those masks would do a damn thing. Yeah, that's it. It's really dumb. Mm-hmm. Because it stops you touching your face. Is that? Oh, that's what they think. Hi guys, just mouthful. Couldn't eat this cereal bar fast enough. I'll be in a minute. There we go. Sorry about that. And we're back. Yeah. 5 minutes is really not enough time to do much of anything. Can't even eat a cereal bar in 5 minutes. What the heck is wrong with me? But yeah, people getting mugged for toilet paper, that could probably happen. And yeah, the people who are just like, no, I'm never going to get sick. God. Yeah. Those guys are annoying. What? Prosecutor Von Karma, you mean? No, I heard it's his successor this time. His successor? It's okay, we're going to turn his successor into a fail-cessor. If there is such a thing. I'm going to make it and make it happen. Manfred von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks so he could win. Yes, he did. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. That's it, yeah, exactly. There are people who are asymptomatic, who carry it. They may not be affected by it ever, but they can pass it on. That's the problem. But I don't feel sick, I can go and do whatever I want. It's like, yeah, but think about it, you know. If you think you need to go out and do stuff, okay, maybe, but be considerate. Take tissues, that kind of thing. And if you cough, cough into one and throw it away. Don't touch things unnecessarily and then, you know, like manhandling fruits and vegetables in the shop and so on. Look with your eyes. Yeah. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. Now his successor, I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya. Ooh. Burley! You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came here all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Damn. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. Oh god. I can't. Oh my god. If it takes 2 hours by train, the hell this kid just ran like all night. What scares me most is that the virus itself can infect dogs. I thought they'd revealed that it hadn't. Unless that was just the stupid joke that people were making about who let the dogs out, because they're letting dogs out of quarantine. I thought they'd said now that it hadn't, but yeah, if you know for sure, then okay, I'll take your word for it. I haven't looked into it. But yeah, if you've got a little dog, if you have a fur friend, it's dangerous. Last you heard is that it could. Better safe than sorry, in that case, yeah. Hurley, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? Oh god, I give up. It's time, isn't it? She flew here on a magic carpet, that must be the only answer. I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. Objection! He's not! I still remember him as though I'd only seen him only yesterday. Every trial was scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life, Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. What? Edgeworth actually left? After the last case, did he actually leave? Ooh, he's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick. Wow, so after the last case, he must have just been like, you know what, screw this shit, I'm out. There was solid tag team moments with Edgeworth. Yeah, that's it, we got those. He couldn't live with himself after that, like, I actually helped him in court. Damn it. I'm done. He now lives on top of a mountain. Whoa, who is this other person then? Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey, again. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? This is the daughter, I guess. Okay. What is with this kid? Oh, right, yeah, Von Karma did this, the whole, are you prepared? And he was like, well, obviously, I wouldn't be here otherwise. Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Oh, yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Whoa, hey, now don't make this a gender thing. Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma. I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. She's got a whip. What the hell? Shall we start coming up with a safe word now? Just in case? Revenge. Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma? The Von Karma family is just weird. You noticed that too, huh? Yeah. The safe word is sassafras. Sassafras. Sassafras? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Jesus Christ, she's... Wow, I'm talking. Damn. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Yeah, you see, that's what they call assault and battery. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person, I beg of you. Jesus Christ. Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down. Yeah, no, the judge would have thrown her ass right out of there. Yeah, that's it. Bailiffs, remove this insane person and confiscate that whip. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Okay, we really need a safe word now. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of the Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Okay, very well. What's the defense's position, Your Honor? Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. You had to think about that, like, yes. Foolish fool who'll foolishly dream of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. You know, that law that they conveniently forgot about in the first game. So how many times she said, fool? I can only assume she's an 80s cartoon villain. Yes, she just needs a mohawk now. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but we couldn't actually, because what was she defending herself against? The defense stands by a plea of not guilty, Your Honor, because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. Oh my god, what is that pose? How foolish. You fool, I pity you. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright. No, please, just Phoenix will do. Then I shall now call the first witness. He's just as scary as her father. Like daughter, I suppose. No. Gumshoe. Witness, your name and occupation? Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Oh, Jesus, hell. Get to the point already. Yes, mistress. Explain to the court details of this murder. Yes, if everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Please keep an open mind. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke down the door and rushed into the room. This is why Phoenix can't actually be the lawyer for this case, because he was technically a witness. But who cares? And that's when they found the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. You say that every time, Your Honor. How about giving me a chance? Let me shine. I will dance for you. Floor pans added to the court record. How was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Please put the whip down. Stop wasting my time. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot at the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. Before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Why would that have even been necessary? So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. So point-blank range. Except for the fact there were like 3 shots fired. Yeah, I did hear 3 shots myself. We found 1 bullet hole, but I thought maybe the bullet had come through that way and hit the guy from behind the screen. But he says he was shot point-blank in the forehead, which must mean they found powder residue. Autopsy report added to the court record. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. We didn't find another bullet. That'll probably show up later. Direct cause of death with a pistol shot to the head. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim. Now, why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is, you are missing is whose fingerprints are on the pistol. The victim's? It's his gun. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints. There were fingerprints. Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Faye's, were also on the grip, sir. So interesting, even though she physiologically changes, her fingerprints remain the same. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. Walked right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point-blank range. How do we know this? Point-blank. So about how far away would that be? Anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point-blank? Tisk, 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 Mr. Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. I pity you, fool. Excuse me. Gunpowder burns. How is it interesting it's her body, only parts of her appearance and stance changes? Yeah, but, you know, they said that she changes form, so you would think other things might change, might maybe her fingerprints, but apparently not, so... When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes the bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Maya went unconscious, the real murderer came out, there was a struggle, the victim was stabbed, the gun was taken, evidence was planted, calling it now. What I think happened is... Maya definitely channeled that spirit, but maybe she was intentionally put out of control. And the gun, I originally thought the gun had been planted in the room, but I guess it was the defendant's. This is kind of throwing things out of whack for me now, so you might be right. That could be it. So before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Stabbed? What was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see, and whose knife was it? Detective Jake Marshall's. No. Looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, Maya face fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? This does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. Yeah, having a hard time convincing the court of a spiritual vengeance. That would be difficult. How severe was the wound? If it had been a half an inch more to the right, it would have been hit the victim's heart. After the stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. His testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. I should probably look at that other thing as well. Hey, King Pulsar, welcome back. We're in court with the dominatrix. That's what's happened so far. Stabbed in the chest, shot at point-blank range, gunpowder residue around the bullet hole. Pretty, you know, circumspect. There is space behind that partition for somebody to hide behind, and it is totally blank. Yeah, we've got Von Karma. The black steel key. And there, look, about 8 inches off the ground, a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. So weird. Japanese court shenanigans. I thought this was set in America, though. I'm pretty sure earlier on in the first game it mentioned about how this was in LA. I don't know. Unless I misread it. Maybe it was something else was in LA, and this is all in Japan. Yeah, Karma got him, huh? Yes. It's called localization, sir. I know. Yeah, that's it. Everything is very thorough. But I mean, there was, like, you know, everything about this game has lots of Japanese-looking stuff. So, I mean, it's a Japanese game. It doesn't matter. But the murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after that. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools, you fool! A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Yes, but it can be done post-mortem. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, stop fooling around, Von Karma. I can't say I know how Japanese courthouses look, but I do know they don't look like this, yeah. So yes, take up the slack on my puns. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well. The court accepts them into evidence. So we've got the pistol. It was Gray's. 2 shots were fired, not 3 apparently. It bears Maya and Gray's fingerprints. A small fruit knife belonging to the phase bears Maya's fingerprints. The date and time of death was June the 19th at 3:15 PM. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. And then she goes into her crane stance. This is going from bad to worse, and if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes. Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It is the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your pleas in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense, because now would be the time to do so? This is your final chance. It's a huge decision. I'd better think this through all the way. Thing is, if you plead justify self-defense, that's it. Case done. We are admitting guilt. There's no court session after that. If you plead self-defense, you don't have to prove it. Unless the prosecution tries to prove that it was not self-defense, it was premeditated. Which might give us the opportunity to run through and make it like an innocent verdict. If we plead not guilty, then they have to start calling other witnesses anyway, so we're going to do this. Don't give in to the karma. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined and she'd be labelled a murderer. Yeah, because even if you go through, like, if you plead justified self-defense, the prosecution could still attempt to push a case through court and say, no, we want to prove that it was actually homicide, premeditated, cold-blooded murder. So then you're battling those two opinions together. If at the end of it she comes out as innocent, it will still raise questions of why did you plead justified self-defense? That means you are admitting she killed him. It pretty much takes an innocent outcome straight off the table. So, yeah. Assuming, of course, this works the way that the real law does. Which it doesn't. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. Which, oh, Jesus Christ. Ow. Why? You have sealed your fate, Mr. Wright. Detective? Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony for the final strike. Fool. Yes, sir. Yeah, watch me whip whip. Now see here, proceedings are run by... Oh. This is getting scary. Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. That's it, yeah, she would have been tackled and detained long ago. There's a crazy woman in court with a whip. Help! So, this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see, the court accepts this into evidence. Alright. Mr. Wright? Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatter on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? I'm sorry, but how can he claim that the victim was not fighting back? Yeah, it's kind of strange. Especially if there's that much blood on. You'd think, well, that would get on during a fight, right? But I don't know. Maybe he's learned a thing or two about scientific investigations. Huh, what's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name, it's disturbing. I'm just going to question everything to annoy Von Karma. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kind of scary today, you know, pal. Well, I'm more scarier than the woman with the whip over there, the crazy woman with a whip. The dominatrix from Germany. Come on. Who's the scariest person here? Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Shut up. Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that. That's it, she's literally cracking her whip at every fucking person in the room. And I'm the scary one. This is the costume that the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. Okay, yep, that's not skipped. Just checking. Maya's costume makes it sound like she's a clown at a circus. Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? That's a good point, actually. I mean, what did they do? Did they just bring her another pair of her clothes from the temple? Because she would have been wearing those at the time of being arrested and taken away, unless they allowed her to change before she left. Maybe they did. G2 wears a maid outfit. As you can see, it's covered in blood. This is a Japanese game. Yes, that's true. This blood on the costume. Lab results showed it was the victim's blood. Okay. There's blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... Objection! You must change the topic. Or if you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time, let's move on. Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. We got 3 days. He's got all the time in the world to re-testify. Now, even the judge is on her side. If I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Press a little further. The zoom out shot makes Von Karma look like Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh! I have no idea what that is. I've heard of Yu-Gi-Oh! But I don't get the reference, sorry. Why is Ms. Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. Oh, look, there's a hole in the sleeve. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. Yeah, can we please get the ability to analyze evidence again? Alright, fine. Sorry. Mr. Wright, Ms. Von Karma's logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it. Ah, poke a hole. There's the clue. Let's have another look at it. Streamer ego. Look, it's all about me, okay? Shut up. You're all here to watch me. Oh, I love you guys. Now shut up and watch me. I'm only joking. Sorry. Swollen ego takes up the whole stream. Look, I've got a lot of bandwidth and I have no problem filling it with my ego, okay? The whole screen. Hey! You're supposed to be on my side, wife. How dare you? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we can't actually see any... There's no analyze button like we used to have. Yes, wife, sorry. Sorry. You will dare, wife privilege. Fine. We are on no person's side. We are on the side of the holy flame. Praise be to the flame. Fine, fine, fine. Alright, fine. Yeah. Fine. Oh god. I knew this was going to be a thing for a while. Guys, I love my wife. She's amazing. She's so much fun. Right, so there is one little thing about this. That was to my wife, that kiss, not everybody else. You all get a wink. Your Honor, actually there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? Your husband trying to kiss me. Hey, Alchemist, it's not all about you just because you're in the audience. You don't get a kiss? No, everybody else just gets a nod and a wink. Hey, how's it going? What are you talking about, pal? She's readying the whip. Oh god. Where is this problem you're talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. How did she shoot herself through her own sleeve, I ask you? Yes, let's poke a hole in this theory. Oh, come on, we all know that people come to this chat to see my witty commentary. That is true, actually. That is true. They don't come here for my jokes, they're terrible. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of the costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? That wasn't in the report. Yeah, that's fair. They are terrible. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Oh, this might be the smell she said she remembered. Gunpowder. In her dream, she said she smelled something that was familiar. That's okay, you're trying. Yes, I am very trying. My parents have already told me this. Oh, there it is. There's the bad joke. You'll get better one day. I will. You've got to work on it. It takes years of dedicated effort to make really good bad jokes. Not just bad jokes. I'll get there one day. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Giggity. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order! Order! This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Serve the bureaucracy. Press the check button for details. Oh, we can do that now. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Yes, you did. Thank you for that so very much. Aha! Yes! Now we can check things. Can we check all the things or just this thing? Damn, just this thing. And pictures.